Oh, hi! This week we're actually getting into the holiday spirit for real this time. I'm wearing my one ugly Christmas sweater, Princess Bride themed, abs. And we're gonna make Ninjabread cookies. Let's get baking, shall we? Here's what you need. 45-degree angle, 45-degree angle. So hard, jug so heavy. It is pumpkin beer again because seasonal still? Question mark? I don't actually know what I need for this, so let's open the box and find out. Cookie cutters, makes sense. Contains egg. Not sure how I feel about that. Some adorable little sprinkles. Bag of the rest of the mix, I assume. A little icing bag. Excellent. I feel like I'm doing poppin' cooking. Directions, helpful. Need to let it rest in the fridge for half an hour? The fuck? Fuck it, we're only gonna follow most of the directions. These are gonna come out terribly. Let's mix ingredients, shall we? So one of the steps I'm cutting out is leaving this butter out long enough to get to room temperature. I'm gonna put this in a little porcelain mug, set it on top of my wood stove, so that'll be nice and warm without being too melted. Fingers crossed. Well, that ended poorly like immediately, but at least it'll just be easier to mix now. Hopefully it doesn't fuck with the consistency of the rest of this. So now I have all my ingredients laid out. These two right here is for the icing after. It's just 2.5 teaspoons of water and half a cup of powdered sugar. New dog does not like this recipe so far. I have a 1/4 cup of honey, a tablespoon and a teaspoon of water. This mix here, powdered egg, which I'm very alarmed by, and this 2 tablespoons of somewhat melted butter. Ah, it's so sticky all the time, always. Let's think like an adult would. Ooh, this smells awesome. That actually went better than I anticipated. I did have to get my hands involved and just like moosh the shit out of it, but that looks good and it's like caking up like wet sand, which I think is what we're looking for. So I am going to grab a baking sheet, put some wax paper over it, put some flour on that, and then roll this out nice and flat. I don't know if I'm supposed to have wax paper over the baking sheet, but I just don't feel like washing things later. Can you tell I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing? So I definitely don't have a rolling pin, but wait a second. Oh, hell yeah. That is probably as good as this is gonna get. I'm gonna cram this shit into the freezer for a little bit because I don't have time to wait for the half hour in the refrigerator. Let's do this. All right, cool. Those sat in the freezer for like 10 minutes, something like that. I think you just need to do it to kind of stiffen these so that when you put the cookie cutter in, it'll actually hold its shape and not completely fall apart. Not everything's gonna be perfect. You can't compare yourself to others. And other inspirational shit you probably want to hear. It'll taste fine, I'm sure. While you're doing this, which I've already almost finished, preheat your oven, because that is the thing I always forget to do, and I gotta fucking wait around for it to heat up. So do that. Set it at 350, I think. What does the fucking box say? Preheat to 350. Great. Good job. You did it. Now's the time when you realize that that egg packet was actually icing, and it just happened to contain eggs. It wasn't supposed to go in the gingerbread mix. Now, hope for the best with how your cookies are gonna come out. And while they're baking in the oven for, right, you need to set the timer for that, 9 to 11 minutes. Go ahead and Google icing recipes. Times like these, I am confident I'm not a Ravenclaw. I've watched my mom make frosting enough times. I wonder if I can do this. I don't know. Does that look icing-y to you? That looks icing-y to me. And now pour all this in there. This is giving me too much confidence. Now is the time where we snip the tiniest hole and cinch all this shit up and then just go hog wild decorating. Great, looking great. Just looks like someone wearing suspenders. All right, you know, this is why I like sewing. These are not gonna open well. All right, we're gonna, yeah, great. Just toss them all over the floor. Excellent. Things are going so well. Possible to fucking chew. Oh my God. Why would you put this on food? Well, here's my plate of cookies. Great, right? Definitely got too cocky about the icing. These taste fucking awful. Oh, God damn it. What have I done?